Hey, what's up, guys? So this is Kurt Angle versus Jeff Hardy in a steel cage match. I'm playing as Jeff Hardy in this one, and this is my simulation, my prediction, my in-depth, in-detail prediction for the match we're gonna see this Sunday at TNA's Lockdown pay-per-view. I'm really looking forward to this match, as I've said, in my official prediction game video, which is Bobby Roode versus James Storm. You can go check that out, and you can leave your predictions for the pay-per-view there. And yeah, also, I don't know if you guys know this or not, but this is a different Jeff Hardy created character. I downloaded this one about 2 days ago. The other one wasn't, bad, but this one I think this one's a bit better. And I did want a new attire, a different attire. This isn't the same one, but with a different attire. It's a completely new Jeff Hardy created character, and I downloaded a few of them. There's a few of them on Community Creations. And there's something I don't get here. I downloaded like 3 Jeff Hardys, and 2 of them, 2 out of 3, had short hair. I don't get that. When has Jeff Hardy ever had short hair? I mean, not like tied up hair or anything like that, but actually short hair. And they were actually, some of the top Jeff Hardy created characters on Community Creations. Not the top one. Actually, the top one I find is outdated. And by the way, I'm speaking about the Xbox 360 Community Creations here, so it's not the same as the PS3 one. Not the same creators, and also 360 allows 64 layers, while PS3 allows 32 layers. By the way, for those who don't know, next year's game, PS3 users are gonna have 32 layers as well. So yeah, that's cool. That's cool for the PS3 users. I'm pretty sure I'm going to get it for 360 though, but that's good news. That's definitely good news that at least they're equal now in terms of car layers. So yeah, new Jeff Hardy car, and he actually has some good attires there. This one and his Genesis attire as well, or was it Victory Road? I don't know. Some a bunch of attires, cool attires that the other Jeff Hardy created characters don't have. But this character's moveset, it wasn't very good at first. It actually sucked. Even in the corner, he didn't have the corner drop kick or something like that. So I actually copied the top Jeff Hardy, created character on the Community Creations moveset and put his moveset onto this guy. You can actually copy other created characters' moveset on other created characters or in-game superstars if you didn't know already. So enough about the created characters and all that stuff. Let's actually talk about the match. Kurt Angle, Jeff Hardy, Lockdown. I'm pretty sure this is going to be their last match in the feud. I could see Jeff Hardy winning this and maybe getting back in the title scene. I was going to say that Kurt Angle was going to lose this one so he could go and compete in the Olympics, or train for the Olympics, I should say. But apparently he pulled out of that. So I think he pulled out of it because of an injury, something like that. I'm pretty sure. So Kurt Angle will probably not be taking time off. But despite Kurt not taking any time off after this, at least I think he's not going to be taking any time off since he's out of. He's not going to be training anymore for the Olympics. I still think he's going to lose. Most of the time when somebody's going to take a big break or is gonna go film a movie or something like that, and they have this big match coming up, the end of a feud, they're gonna lose that match so they can go on and do whatever they want to do. Go do their thing basically, or take their time off. But actually, in some cases, it's the opposite thing that happens. Like Lockdown 2010, when you had Kurt Angle versus Mr. Anderson, and Kurt Angle won that match. And after he won the match, he took the microphone and he actually publicly said that he was going to take some time off. And yeah, it's not often that happens actually, that the superstar actually grabs the microphone and tells everybody that he's actually taking time off. Most of the time, it's they make up an injury or some sort of storyline that explains why they're taking time off, or they just take time off and don't say anything. But yeah, he took the mic, said he was going to take some time off, and he won that match. But most of the time, if somebody has to take some time off or something like that, then their opponent in that feud is going to win the last match. So anyways, let's talk about the match here. Kurt Angle has consistently, both in TNA and WWE put on some great matches over the years. It's hard to find a shitty Kurt Angle match, but it's real easy to find a great Kurt Angle match just because he has so many great matches. The guy I'd say is one of the greatest wrestlers of all time. Inside the ring, the guy is freaking awesome, and some would say he is the best. Inside the ring, and they actually say that in TNA. They push that a lot, that Kurt Angle is the best wrestler in the world. Well, actually, they don't say best wrestler. Well, actually, they do say that, don't they? So you have CM Punk, you have Chris Jericho, and you have Kurt Angle, all of them proclaiming that they're the best wrestler in the world. Well, Kurt Angle doesn't proclaim it as much these days, but a while back, before CM Punk started, saying that, and maybe around the time Chris Jericho was saying, he was the best in the world, or maybe even before that, Kurt Angle did, in TNA would often say he's the best in the world. Well, he's the best wrestler, and the TNA roster would say that as well to put him over. And it's hard to disagree with that, And the great thing about Kurt Angle is he's a great wrestler, but he's also great on the mic too. So he's not a one-trick pony. He's not somebody that has great in-ring skills but horrible mic skills, or in somebody else's case could be great mic skills but bad in the ring. This guy just has both of them. He's great in the mic. You can give him the mic. He's gonna give you a good promo most of the time. And obviously in the ring, he's freaking great. And as far as Jeff Hardy goes, well, Jeff, he can definitely put on some entertaining matches, no doubt about that. Actually, these two guys had some great matches. Before Bound for Glory 2010, I'm gonna say. I think it was 2010. I might be wrong. No, it was 2010. Before Bound for Glory 2010, when they were trying to determine who was going to be the #1 contender for the TNA World Heavyweight Championship, before they had that three-way match at the actual event between Jeff, Kurt Angle, and Ken Anderson, they had a couple #1 contender matches between Kurt Angle and Jeff Hardy. I don't necessarily remember where Mr. Anderson came into the picture, or how he got put into that match at the pay-per-view, but I do remember both Kurt Angle and Jeff Hardy having some matches, and those matches were freaking great. But actually, I think those matches ended in draws or something like that, which is something TNA would often do. I mean, those finishes do get kind of annoying sometimes, but the match itself, everything in between was just awesome. These two guys definitely go well together. You sometimes have wrestlers that are good in the ring, but they don't mesh well. They don't go well. They don't put on some good matches with some certain superstars. Even if that other superstar, is usually good in the ring, it's like they don't. I don't know. Chemistry, is chemistry the word here? They don't work well together, basically. But Jeff and Kurt Angle, that's not the case. These two guys are. Can put on some great matches together. So that's why I'm looking forward to this match. It has so much potential. This could seriously be, the match of the year, or at least for TNA. As far as WWE and TNA, it's gonna be hard to beat a match like Taker versus Triple H. That was just a great match. But as far as Lockdown, the entire the pay-per-view as a whole, beating or being better than WrestleMania 28, since those are the two pay-per-views of both companies in April. As far as Lockdown being better, I don't know. It's going to be hard to top WrestleMania 28. I thought WrestleMania 28 was a great show. Definitely better than WrestleMania 27, and better than 26 as well. I remember, I think it was WrestleMania 26, the same, month as Lockdown 2010. I was kind of disappointed with WrestleMania, but Lockdown kind of made up for it. That Anderson Angle match was just awesome. It was a freaking great match. This year, though, I'm not looking, for Lockdown to make up for WrestleMania, because WrestleMania was a great show. And also, as far as Lockdown goes and this gameplay, at Lockdown, I believe you can't. There's no this year. There's no steel cage match where you can win by escaping the cage. I believe. I think you can only win by pinfall or submission. But in this gameplay for this specific match, I put climbing out the cage as an option. Not to actually win the match by climbing out the cage, but so I could to use Jeff Hardy as the real Jeff Hardy. Jeff Hardy, I can see him, actually climbing up the cage and pulling off some maneuvers from the top there. So I thought I'd kind of try and give you guys a preview of that, or simulate that with the gameplay. So I put climbing out the cage on so I could climb up and, pull off some top rope moves or some top steel cage moves. But like for every other, match on the card, except for the tag team match, I put escaping through the cage, on top of the cage, off, and I also put escaping out of the cage from the steel cage door off as well, so I can, so it could really be like Lockdown, where you can only pin, where you can only win by pinfall or submission. Like I said in the official prediction game video, in 2010, the Angle-Anderson match, that match was a special steel cage match for Lockdown, where you could actually get out of the steel cage to win. That was actually the only way they could win. But in this case, this year, I think, like I said, you can only win by pinfall or submission. So anyways, that's about it for this commentary. I usually just do when it comes to TNA prediction game videos, I usually only do commentary for the official PG video, where you guys give me your predictions, and I leave the other videos without any commentary. But, I thought this is Lockdown, this is one of their biggest pay-per-views, and I'm really looking forward to this Kurt Angle and Jeff Hardy match, so I thought I'd do some commentary on this. So with that said, I hope you guys enjoyed this video, and if you did, please get the like button, it really helps me out. And in the comments section, tell me, which match are you looking forward to the most at Lockdown this Sunday? See ya.